Welcome to the final word with Stephen A. and Skip. I am your host, Clarissa Thomas.
They brought me back. They brought me back, Clarissa. Don't forget about your Hall of Famer, your champion. They brought me back.
How could anyone forget about you?
That's right.
Shannon Sharp.
Sit down,
Shannon
Stephen
Sharp. You've been retired for 22 years, and you on here acting like you just got done playing.
You've been retired since you
Talk
was
about
born.
look up the
Never
chef.
put a set of pads on.
Let
You
me
probably
explain
couldn't even
something.
hold up a set of pads.
Let me explain something to you, Shannon. This is my show, so when I talk, please don't interrupt me. All right? ESPN brought you back, and I'm glad you did. But don't you ever interrupt the beautiful Clarissa anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank
Sit
you.
down, Stephen.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, respect. Thank you, respect. It goes a very long way. Thank you. Okay, on to the important meat of the situation. Which returning coach has the most to prove this season? Let's kick it off to you, champ.
There's only one champ here. That's a no-brainer. Who gets this football? So my answer will be Laura in Smallville, because in 3-4 seasons, done absolutely nothing. The average finish for that team is 8th. Her team is hot dog water. She's hot dog water. Her players are the hot dogs, and she's the one that gets them cooked. Gets them cooked, Stephen A. You let me know when that coach starts coaching. I'll wait. Sub 500 with a 19-23 record.
I'd like to interject, please, if I could, if I may. As an analyst, Smallville did have the second highest ranking last season, 2025 season, for the highest points per week. So just
what good did it do, Clarissa? What good did it do? 8th place with the number 1 pick last year. Number 1 pick. Still finished 8th place.
Still
sub
mad.
500.
Still on here screaming. Just like last segment, you couldn't find Mike's record. If you do a little bit of digging in the last 2 years, last year, the last 4 weeks of the season, there was no other hotter team than Smallville. 4-1. Hey, I let you talk. I know you're used to just yelling and screaming, but this is Stephen A's show.
You can have the floor, Stephen A. I'll give you that, Stephen A.
4-1. 4-1 record the last half of the season, only tied there with Raptors ZIG the last 4 weeks of the season. Going into the season playoffs, 8th seed could have, should have, and probably should have beaten the Raptors ZIG, losing by 1 point. You know, you're talking about Smallville like she has done nothing. She's had
she's done something. She's lost. She's done something. She's racked up the L's. The L's, Steve.
You know who else did a lot of losing? Shannon Sharp. You know who else did a lot of losing?
Who, Stephen A?
Turf Momster. Let me explain something to you. All right. You're hyping on Smallville with 2 playoff appearances in 4 seasons. Turf Momster has 1. It came last year. And you know what she did in that playoff loss last year, Stephen A. or Shannon? She got in and she lost by 32 points to Rick in the consolation ladder. She followed up the very next week with the 53-point beatdown to the person you just mentioned, Smallville, who did nothing in the playoffs. Tony has been the number 1 ranked team in the league several times and has 1 playoff appearance and has 0 playoff victories. I know it's woulda, coulda, shoulda. I get that. But Smallville has been much more competitive. Turf Momster has done.
I stand by what I said, Stephen A. I stand by what I said. Hot dog water. Hot dog water.
Sounds like we've got some arguments. That's okay. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Let's move on to the next question. So which of the newest rules and changes are you most excited by for this upcoming season? Stephen A., let's start with you.
Well, let's be very clear about one thing. We're talking about a man in Commissioner Z of this league who's box office, who has done a lot of great work so far in building up this league and creating engagement and an exciting league that people may or may not want to be a part of. This year took the cake with a lot of sweeping changes that so far have been slowly coming to fruition. You know, what I'm hearing, I see things like the new divisions. I see things like the waiver wire budget. And I'm excited about all of those things. But what really strikes me most, based on that last segment, I think it sweeps in there, is playoff expansion. Up to 10 teams making the postseason. And the last 2 seasons, we have seen a 7th or an 8th seed not only win in the playoffs, but we saw the 7th seed last year get to the championship round with a very good chance to win a title. So when you look at the 7th and 8th teams, those teams are not just getting in and getting bounced. They're showing that they can be competitive. And so those are the things I'm most excited about, is to see what kind of things with more teams in the hunt might be in store for this league. What do you think, Shannon Sharp? Go ahead and scream into the
I
camera.
like it. I like it. I'm excited about the waiver wire because there's a lot of week by week where you see pickups, drops. And depending on how it's used, you're blocking another team because you're strategizing. You know what somebody needs to fill on their spot on their roster. In order for you to block them, you pick them up. They could just drop them. Next thing you know, bang, you can't get them. Now you got to be strategic with it. Put your money where your mouth is because it's limited. You have limited money you can spend to pick these guys up to fill your roster. So you got to draft smart, Stephen A.
That's definitely, I agree. That I think that hurts teams such as maybe Federal Bureau of Investigation, Raptora, ZIG, and possibly Ziggyville, who have been 3 of the higher teams in terms of waiver wire usage, pickups. I think the last 2 years it went from Raptora, ZIG leading the way last year with moves to Federal Bureau of Investigation a year ago, 2 years ago. That's going to change with this waiver wire budget. You either blow all your money or are left hanging, or you're smart about it. I think it's great for parity. It's great for the bottom feeding teams in the league. I'm surprised you didn't scream and have an aneurysm.
I don't need to scream. I don't need to scream. I'm loud. I'm loud, Stephen A. I'm loud. If you don't know, now you know.
The waiver.
I'm a champion, Steve.
More even for everyone. So
22 years.
Doesn't matter.
We love the things that are the new ideas and things that are being implemented. That's great. So I'd like to thank you all. Thank you for joining the final word. That's all that we have for tonight. So again, I'm Clarissa Thompson. So
thank you, Clarissa.
You're gonna end up moving us out of this morning spot to like 1 a.m. because of these 2 people.
Prime time.
I don't know what happened.
Prime time.
Get back. See you, America. If we have a show next week.
Prime time.